Hello and welcome back to the 2022 State Shield. I am Scott. Joining me today is Tangelo. I'm trying to add your first name and last name together. Taylor Angelo.
Yeah.
Sorry,
my
mistake.
Tangelo is a bit of a nickname as
okay,
well.
Okay, so I stumbled on it, but
Taylor Angelo is probably what most people know me as.
No, that's okay. Sorry, I do know you as that, but I'm just getting tongue-tied after commentating some awesome Quidditch just before with Nicola. So we saw the first of the grand final 3-game showdown between the Queensland Thunderbirds and the New South Wales Blue Tongues. That ended up in a score. So that ended up with the New South Wales Blue Tongues taking the win there. Queensland caught the snitch but couldn't put on 9 goals before New South Wales could put on 3.
Yeah, who would have thought putting on 9 goals before someone else can do 3?
Yeah, I know, it
hard.
was a tough ask, but hey, you got to try. You've got to try if you get that snitch, hey?
Especially at state level.
Absolutely. So the game we've got now about to go is the Victorian Leadbeaters versus the Queensland Firehawks. Victoria are going to be, I imagine they're going to be out for blood, looking to sort of get one back on that loss to the Thunderbirds in the first game of the day. And the Firehawks just happen to be the ones in their way.
Yeah, Victoria's definitely going to try and fight tooth and nail for 3rd place.
Absolutely.
They'll be very close with the Blue Bottles for that 3rd spot, but Firehawks are in the way and they've definitely got to beat them to get there.
Absolutely. And I wouldn't count these Firehawks out. They absolutely are like the rising up-and-comers for Queensland, and they're absolutely going to push hard and try and make this hard on Victoria. So going from here, like, what do you think? Do you think Victoria is going to be a little bit on the nerves, sort of? Do you think that they're going to be a little bit unsure after that first loss, or do you think that they're going to be looking at, look, our game plan was solid. We only lost on the catch at a 50-all scoreline before that. What do you reckon the thoughts are going to be going into this, Taylor?
Probably thinking, well, the Firehawks are going to be smashed. Is probably what I'd be thinking if I was on Victoria. Just like go in there and play some good Quidditch. Yeah, I don't think they'd be too unsure of themselves in their play. They do play very well. Really, I reckon Victoria thinks they deserve 3rd place, and then they're going to play like they deserve 3rd place.
Absolutely. And look, you can't fault me for being a little bit of putting a bit of Queensland hopium in there. You know, I've got to hope that these guys can bring it to them. It is going to be a tall order, as obviously this is the best of the Victorian teams that can make it down up here to Queensland versus the up-and-comers of Queensland. So let's just quickly go through some starting lineups here. We've got for Queensland, we've got Wallace Turner that's going to be running for the quaffle. We've got Ethan Sonoya, we've got Kim Parry and Caitlin Rapson on rounding out the quaffle play with Rapson as the keeper. We've got Emma Foots and we have Xavier Luna as the competing beater. For Victoria, we have Nathan Morton facing off against Turner. We also have Jack Emerton and why do I not have that?
Who are we looking for?
Connor Mai. I'm just mistaking the number. Yeah, Connor Mai, as well as Carolyn Crawford, who is on rounding out their chasing team. We have Watson and we have Mai there. We are ready to go live.
We've got Nat Astalosh as our head ref.
And we are away. Morton recovering the ball and passing it straight
got the first goal already.
Crawford puts it through the hoop. That's the way you want to start a match. Can't complain about that. Gaining bludger possession as well. So it's all the wins for Victoria from the start.
Yesterday we were talking about how fast breaks on the first play are hard, and they just proved us wrong because that was very, very quick.
Absolutely. Rapson walking the ball up, passes over to Sonoya, who gets his pass back to Rapson, intercepted by intercepted. It goes back to Morton, who's driving up the pitch, passes over the top, and that is all she wrote. Jack Emmerton puts it in. Left-hand hoop, dunks on top, 20-0 straight off the start. As Queensland bring the quaffle up the pitch, and Jack Emmerton doing his best to dodge a Xavier Luna beat, but it's just a little tap on the back. Off you go. Bring out, please.
Number
Big
2,
fight.
what's her name?
Emma Foots is
on Queensland
on
Firehawks.
Queensland. That is one of the. Is that Kim? Oh no, she's in 34. I'll have to check. I think that's Emma Foots that's in number 2.
She just caught a bludger. That's what I was going to comment on, but we took so long trying to work out who she was.
Yeah, I think that she was the. So she was originally on the reserves and has been called up due to Queensland's injuries.
Yeah, lots of reserves being called up this weekend.
Queensland has called every reserve they have on their team sheets in as.
So has Blue Bottles.
Yeah, absolutely. Quidditch weekends, we only go to them once every 6 months, so we're gonna absolutely rip you apart. That's how it plays. As Rafson passes across to Turner, who takes it in line with the hoops, is being tackled by Emmerton, who forgets that he needs to hold on to the broom in the two-handed tackle. Turner tries to make a shot, passes to Sonoya, who misses the hoop. You know, this is something we were discussing earlier about the chaser gameplay. While two-handed tackling is a part of the game now, it is more difficult. It is almost impossible to run and hold it. So, Morton passes across to Emmerton.
Find that it is easier to do when you're, a small player like me. I'm like, wow, I can actually catch people in my arms now.
No, absolutely. it gives so many more options. Shot over from Nathan Morton, ends up rolling all the way back to their hoop line. So that will be the ideal scenario for a missed shot, if you had to have one. But yeah, no, so absolutely. I like the two-arm tackling because it brings smaller players such as yourself into that physical game. Because one-arm tackling for someone my size, absolutely doable and playable. But it's good to bring your the smaller players into the physical game and get you guys going with that.
Yeah. We'll have to see how that affects selections and play going forward.
Absolutely, as we are moving into drop-based selection for the Virginia World Tournament that will be held next year, and this is obviously one of the best places to show, yes, you should be picking me and taking me to America next year.
Yeah. Do we even know who the selectors are yet?
I believe that they are, if they haven't been announced, they will be shortly, but we can have a look at that. Sonoya attempts a shot pass. I'm not sure which one it was, but it was towards the hoops, but there was also a player there, unable to connect either of them, and it is recovered by Victoria and in the safe hands of Nathan Morton. And those same safe hands will be giving you some advice later on today. So at 1:30 Queensland time, which is the real time for our time zone, I will add, Nathan Morton will be giving us an interview about how to change your positions in high-level Quidditch. As Jack Emmerton is beat out behind hoops and unable to make the conversion, Ebony Lee Mahoney is playing in the keeper spot due to, I believe, injuries and call-ups. She's normally more of a wing chaser, but now having to step into that semi-unfamiliar role. She does play it a bit with her club squad, the UQ Dumblebees. So I wouldn't say she's unfamiliar, but it is a little bit different for her in the squad. Yeah, she takes it out towards the wing, tries to pass it inwards, and Wickham Ratney cannot take that one.
Fights over the bludgers there. Victoria still has control.
Yeah, Victoria rebounds, sends it straight up the pitch, puts it through. We are now playing a 40-0 game in favour of Victoria.
So we've got Nathan Lamb and Nicola Gertler beating for Victoria. They have control. And Queensland.
Yeah, for Queensland we
Looks
have
like Emma Foots and Ben Helene.
yeah, Ben Helene are the beta pairings on both sides. As Helene makes a nice deflection, Emma Foots unable to recover that one though. Pass across to Ebony Lee Mahoney, unable to get the shot over the top. As we have Kit Mulcaster running down the pitch, O'Connell to defend, unable to stop Mulcaster, who puts it through the goal. 50-0. How do Queensland change? How do they adapt here? What do you think? Is there a way that they can work around this strong breakout play from Victoria?
I'm not really sure.
No, that's okay. That is the question that will be mulling through Coach Simon Spann's head.
I'm sure Simon has ideas.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would assume Simon knows more about bludgers than I do.
I would disagree with you there. Man has played ball hoop for his entire life. While he does have an amazing chaser game, he does lack a little bit of beta knowledge, which he is gaining with coaching. And Victoria turned the ball over deep on Queensland. Davis attempts to put the tackle on as O'Connell with the shot on time. Absolutely takes Lachlan Walk to the ground. No thank you. Get out of here and go back on defense.
But yeah, I'm sure the beaters probably have some.
So Luke Derrick in the crowd has asked me what I'm doing, and that is a great question. I don't know what I'm doing in the best of times. As O'Connell is bringing the ball up, passes across to Ebony Lee Mahoney. Passes over the top to Davis, who just misses low as O'Connell attempts to scoop. Cannot put it in. And fast break for Dwark again. No O'Connell in the way at the moment as we have Roberts, who blocks. And we have another Queensland start. Roberts blocks, gets it off to Mahoney so that it's safe. They're going to have to be careful here with Mulcaster coming in.
Hang on, what is happening?
So
okay.
Queensland...
Now it's keeper's ball.
Okay, so no, what's happened here is that Mulcaster was actually making some amazing heads-up play. Queensland looking to make a sub. He hung around for the pass to go from the keeper to an unprotected chaser and went for the tackle.
Yeah.
Good heads-up play from Mulcaster. No, if he was able to knock that loose, that would have been the freest goal ever.
Yeah.
As we've had a bit of a change in the Queensland beating department, we've had Nila Samble and Dominic Bodequin up now. As Sonoya is carrying the ball up, passes across to new keeper AJ Arts, who passes back to Davis, who gets tackled, loses broom, and AJ Arts unable to get free. And we have an inbounding from Sonoya, who is in deep enemy territory. Tries to run Mulcaster. Mulcaster confused again as the friendly fire safe keeper.
That's a pass after beat.
Yeah, I think that Sonoya may get a card for... No, that's going to be Mulcaster, who's going to get a high contact card. May have just slipped... Oh, no, jersey pull. Jersey pull was the call there. We are playing 50-0 as Sonoya deep in enemy territory with minimal support.
Really needs to reset the ball here. Just try and get it back to
Yeah,
your
no, Sonoya, while he is a big driving player, I think that, reset, still safe, and no reset. And he's not happy about that one. He wants it, but not going to get any calls there. I don't think anything untoward went on there. Just good hard Quidditch.
Yeah, like he was alone, basically alone with
No
all
support.
of Victoria there, bludgers,
And I guess that's where that experience of the Victorian players comes in. This is a fresh Queensland squad. They need to step up to that level. Big driving play there from Madeline Bell. Unable to make the pass connect, but recovered. As Sonoya needs to calm down. He was very nearly illegal contact there. I think Simon Spann needs to consider getting him off for a spell, give him a quick breather and think. As Arts is bringing the quaffle up, we have Xavier Luna very deep for the beater play, trying to draw the attention of Sam Kilpatrick. As AJ Arts in behind hoops, passes across, big deflection there from Joel Perez, unable to put the ball in the hoop, deflected by the keeper. AJ Arts, intelligent play, trying to push the chaser out the back, but it's safely into the hands of Madeline Bell. And we are looking up the pitch. Xavier Luna unable to maintain possession there as Sam Kilpatrick is giving the ball back to new beater partner on the pitch, Nicola Gertler. As Bell passes across, fumble there, but it turns out to be for Tingate as they try to put it through, but unable to make the passes connect as AJ Arts keeps the ball, and we have a brooms down here as the referees are going to get together and have a chat.
Do we know what they're having a chat about?
Yeah, I think we are having. Oh, there are some cards. I think Xavier Luna has been carded for contact of some sort. But we are having some discussion between Kilpatrick and...
There was a big beater mess happening, but I don't know what exactly.
So I believe it may be a high contact call, but Xavier Luna will spend a minute in timeout or the opposing goal, whichever happens first. So ball has been reset to Tim Scott, who will be driving forwards. AJ Arts, big attempt to the stop, drives through everyone. Ball goes
Victoria
through.
has all three bludgers.
So we are brooms down again.
So yeah, that was a successful 1.5 from Kilpatrick there. So now Victoria has all three bludgers in their possession. Well, not technically not in their possession, but you know what I mean, I hope.
Yep, so we have Emma Foots, who I believe has now stepped up to the speaking captain role for Queensland, with Claire Smith being out, injured in their first game. And Miller Samble has recovered a bludger, kicked it straight into the waiting arms of Xavier Luna as Alan Perez is around the back, very deep, beaten by Gertler. Recovered there by Veronica Roberts, taken down. Victoria dives on the quaffle into the safe hands.
Maddie Bell's running up the pitch.
Maddie Bell taking off. Sonoya puts a shot on.
Loses the ball, but
loses.
Matt Tingate's got it.
And Sonoya tries to put another hit on. Big hits there. Tim Scott in position.
Maddie Elliott still has the ball.
Xavier Luna beats out Tim Scott before he can catch the ball, but natural motion allows the play to continue. Maddie Bell in position. Sonoya takes the block.
Just didn't quite finish it. He's getting tackled, I'm pretty sure, so fair enough.
Yeah, absolutely. So good defensive hustle there from Queensland Firehawks. They are back on defense, making those second, third efforts. As we have a change, Emma Foots and Ben Helene on for Queensland in the beating department, Sam Kilpatrick and one other change for Nicola Gertler there for Victoria as O'Connell attempts to pass to Alon Perez. That's why we say two hands, Joe. Alon Perez as AJ Arts attempts to get Scott, and Scott able to run down the pitch and put it in. Yeah, that's going to be a yellow card on Arts for the behind. They pushed in the back there on the way down. Look, that one was pretty blatant. Can't even put my Queensland goggles on there and try to argue for. That's pretty blatant. They can't do that as the champions. So because the advantage play, Arts gets to keep on the close scoreline. Passing around the world, goes to a long pass, and
Yeah, there we go.
what is it with my co-commentators being able to manifest things? Because Taylor, you've asked and they've delivered.
Exactly.
As,
I'm gonna say what's the opposite of the jinx, so maybe that's me.
oh, no, in the previous game, Nicola proceeded to say Queensland really needs a catch right now, and it was great fun to watch. So Queensland puts that score on 70-10 and then stops the fast break. AJ Arts bringing the quaffle up. Yeah, it looks like they're playing two wings and two central chasers as O'Connell pops it over the top to Veronica Roberts.
Saved by the beat.
As Alon Paris recovers after the beat. And Alon Paris, that's going to be very late, but it's okay, into the hands of Victoria, who is recovered it well and will be bringing it back up the pitch. As Ashley King driving, tries to put it in, no good, over the top hit. Tim Scott there to try. AJ Arts and Will O'Connell both putting on the block to stop that from going into the hoops. As Arts looks up the field to see nothing but a wall of Navy, unable to get through. I think he was considering the fast break in his head, but looked up, thought better of it. Arts, one of the more experienced players in this lineup, has played with club team Brisbane City Quidditch Club, the Bin Chickens, for a number of years now with myself.
That would explain why he's the only one that was familiar to me.
Yeah, no, he's been around for a few years now. As unable to find the hands there for the pass into the hands of Wallace Turner. And Don Bodequin has been on, and the Victorians are running a 1.5 as Bodequin is dodging, diving, ducking, and unable to dodge hard enough. Gets sent back to Herbs. As we have Kim Parry on high point, as Neil Samble is on the ground. They are unable to go over the top. Neil Samble being tied up by Anthony Hogan, but unable to convert here as AJ Arts is being pressured by Mulcaster, he's now being told to bring the quaffle forward as Mulcaster has retreated back to lines. So another change in the beating. We've got Neil Samble, who's come on for Queensland, one of the newer players this year. And as it appears that Hogan is busy beating out the spare wing players to cut down the options, tighten up the Queensland offense so that they can tighten their defense over it. And they attempt to go all the way over to Davis, who drives, dodges one, driving around the back, still going, and is unable to find the hoop.
Block that one there, I believe.
Yeah, Wickram unable to find the ball and is going to be sent back by the chase, or by the bludger. Wickram Marutney, one of the reserves who has been called up for the Queensland Firehawks after yesterday, is playing their second game of the day. Good to get that experience. As Neil Samble tied up there by, it looks like Nathan Lamb, is safe on the beat, and the tackles are still going on as they've tied up both of the Queensland bludgers. Let's put it straight through. We've got Snitch on pitch, who will be Sam Chittenden, and it's not the one you're thinking of from New South Wales. That is Samuel Chittenden.
From the Brisbane City Bin Chickens, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Totally opposite. I'm pretty sure he's a beater?
No, Sam Chittenden is a chaser. However, it plays a very different role to the Sam Chittenden you know. As the Seekers are released, we've got Ebony Lee Mahoney for the Queensland Firehawks, and we have Andrew Cohen for the Victorians. As Queensland plays around the back, Davis, alley-oop. Thank you very much. Into the left hoop as Vic makes a big fast break off that and unable to find the place. And it looks like Cohen has taken the catch off Sam.
See any snitches in hands? Oh no, now I see it.
Yeah,
okay,
no.
Yeah.
Cohen pulled a bit of a Simon Span and decided to just run away with the snitch. I'm really glad that you knew where I was going with that, because Simon is very consistently going to run off with the snitch. And it's, not a lot of discussion. We're straight into a clean cut. That leaves us at a final score of 110 to 20 in Victoria's favour.
Which is a lot lower scoring than I thought it would be.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, I think, so Victoria still has the one game against the New South Wales Blue Bottles to seal up that third place.
Yeah.
Do you think that they maybe were taking that one a little bit easier, trying to conserve some strength, as the Blue Bottles have shown themselves to be a very formidable opponent?
Maybe that's the mindset I should be in, is that Victoria wasn't playing their best there, because if you look at the scorelines, we had a better scoreline against Firehawks than Victoria, which would make me assume that we should take Victoria quite easily, but I don't think that will actually be the case. So maybe Victoria is taking it a little bit easy so that they can put everything into the Blue Bottles.
Yeah, playing some strategic. I also think there were a lot of mistakes from Victoria, like unforced errors there. Like, I wouldn't count the Firehawks out as being given an easy run there. I don't think they were given an easy run at all. I think that yes, they may have been taking it easier a little bit on the strategic side to make sure that they had enough in the tank to play against your own team, the Blue Bottles. But at the same time, they made a fair few mistakes. There was a lot of intercepted passes attempting to go over the top of people that, like, you don't have any business going over the top. Andrew James Arts, unfortunately, for the Victorians, is over 6 foot. Like, you're not going to pass it over the top of them very much without also passing it over your receiver.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've made those same mistakes as well. It's just underestimating how big and intercepty Queensland is.
Yeah, exactly. So while Queensland does play a bit of a physical style and at the same time as a passing game, playing a passing game, you know how to counter a passing game because you know how to not throw bad passes. So in theory, I would say, I'm chronic for throwing bad passes, but it's fine. Look, any final thoughts on this game? Where do you think? Well, this is the final game for the Queensland Firehawks. Where does Vic take
just letting everyone know that it is the lunch break now.
We're going to wait for Alistair. We're going to wait for the voice of God over the top of our shoulders to calm down so that we can think. Anyway, so yeah, where do you think Vic goes from here? What do you think? Is there anything that they need to take out of here and improve on, or do you think that they were having a bit of a game on cruise control?
I think they need to clean up those 1%, so like making sure those passes actually get to their players, making sure you actually get those catches, making sure you don't pass over players like we were talking about before with the intercepts. Just like, I think the beater game looked pretty good to me, but also I don't beat. But yeah, like chaser-wise, just cleaning it up a little bit, I reckon should be Victoria's focus, and they could really pull out some great stuff.
Absolutely. Look, thank you for lending your hand to the commentary.
Also, if you have not picked up your social tickets, come
Good luck
find
in
me
your
during the
next
lunch break and I'll be able to give them to you. Thank you.